Hi, this is Marlene van Rooyen from Building and Decor. With me today, I have Ridwan Lunat, who's the property analyst at Nedbank CIB. Ridwan, President Ramaphosa just announced an extension of the lockdown by another 2 weeks. What effect do you think this will have on the property industry?
Hi, Marlene. Thanks for having me on. So first thing, we've noticed that the retailers are holding back on their rental payments. And as a result, we're seeing pressure building on the cash flows of these property companies. With regards to the extension, we believe that it has been priced in on the listed side. The sector is down 45% year to date. And that's roughly implying a 50% reduction in your dividends and potentially a drop in asset values as well. What we have seen is the sector forming a collective called the Property Investment Group.
Right.
The likes of SAPOA, SA REIT, and South African Centre of Shopping Councils coming together to try and assist small retailers and even the larger ones to some extent, with regards to rental deferments and potentially rental discounts. Because in this tough market, it's all about supporting the tenant at this moment in time.
Okay. Where do you think the biggest risks are for the foreseeable future?
So firstly, the first one we definitely pick up would definitely be a potentially increase in vacancies, just given where the tenants are. Potentially job losses and liquidations could potentially be on the cards, and that would lead to increase in tenant vacancies. The other two could be structural changes. So the first one, like me and you, we're working from home. You could see office demand in the medium term being reduced as companies adopt the work at home policy. So demand for office will come down, and office has been under pressure from all the sectors coming into COVID-19. The vacancy rates retail has been above 10% already, so that sector could see more pressure going forward. And then also guys buying online more than they generally would. This could see an acceleration of that trend. So bricks and mortar shopping centers could come under more pressure post the lockdown.
And any opportunities for property owners here, and so that you can foresee?
In this market, if you're a property company with a strong balance sheet, access to cash flow, there'll always be a distressed seller in this market, and you could potentially pick up good assets on the cheap. We definitely expect to see consolidation in the sector, just given how share prices have fallen year to date. But that would probably be on the opportunity side.
And some background around REIT. You did speak about REIT. So do you want to give us some background around that? So where they are at the moment? Are they lobbying? What's their influence on the property market at the moment? Okay,
so just go back on the REIT. So the SA REIT Association, to be a REIT, you need to distribute 75% of your distributable income as dividends. And the likes of the companies that are part of SA REIT are the likes of Hyprop, Redefine, Growthpoint, Fukile, owners of Canal Walk, V&A, Centurion Mall. They, as part of SAPOA and SA Shopping Centre, SASCSC, they have joined Property Investor Group, and they're part of the collective. So they working together to try and to be one voice for the property sector.
Okay. And if you had a crystal ball and you could predict, how would you say the property industry would look in 3 months, in 6 months, 12 months post-lockdown?
Sure, that's a tough one. So definitely the property sector is linked to the economy, and we expect the economy to remain under pressure in the short term. So from the Nedbank point of view, we're forecasting GDP growth of negative 1.8% in 2020 and positive 1.7% in 2021. We expect 2 rate cuts of 20 basis points this year. So with that being said, in the next 3 to 6 months, we expect the economy to remain under pressure. Consumers to take the brunt of that with regards to potentially job losses and government looking to reduce spending. So we expect the retail sector to be under pressure for 3 to 6 months, and that's just that is expected. But 1 year from now, we're optimistic. We hope the interest rate cuts will come into the market and support the economy, and we definitely see the sector being in a better position 1 year from now.
Okay. Ridwan, any other closing comments? Something that I'm quite interested. Does Nedbank have a view or an opinion of what they think the vacancy rates would be post lockdown, say 6 months from now?
Unfortunately, we do not, and that's just not just us. It's the property companies themselves. Property companies do not know what the positions of each tenants are, and they are negotiating or talking to them on a case-by-case basis. And as a result, the results are unknown. So until we have further clarity from property companies, will we be able to give we'll have a better clarification on the economy or the property sector. In 6 months' time.
And Ridwan, any closing comments from your side?
Yeah, I know it's going to be a tough 3 to 6 months. The next 3 to 6 months expect to be very tough. We expect the sector to remain under pressure with vacancies, potentially negative rent reversions. But I think at the end of the day, we need to put the sector's probably going to put tenants first, and I think this is a humanitarian issue firstly before it's an economic one. So for now, I think the property sector has taken the right steps to try limit losses and to assist tenants.
Wonderful. Yes, I agree with you. I think that's a very important point to make, that it is first and foremost a humanitarian issue. Ridwan, I so appreciate your time. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you soon. Stay safe.
Perfect. Thank you so much.